There is a reason to everything that is going on, and it's beginning to get exposed. We are beginning to rationalize our way out of the public school system. And the people who began all of this controlling factor, the only people that are left now are their ancestors and those in the highest of certain secret societies that they have passed this knowledge down to, and perhaps they are not as effective of controlling the narrative, or perhaps they are not as willing to keep it up as the old days. But there still is a controlling factor right now. And that controlling factor is through a thing called trauma-based mind control, where they have given us, before we ask the questions, they have given us answers about things we may look at in life. Just as these buildings, we may look out and look at these structures, and they've already given us answers as little kids that they are some kind of natural formation, weathering over time of sandstone or whatever they may come up with. And then they've given us this narrative of evolution of us as humans moving from a less advanced state to a pinnacle of intelligence to boost and foster our ego to think we're moving in an advancement, when in fact, as we look back and we're finding these things of these cultures who built stuff that cities that we live in now look like they're disgusting looking. They are built with the architecture design called brutalism to depress you, to keep your state of thinking in a mundane, non-creative worldview, whereas things like the Roman or Tartarian architecture of these Roman-looking buildings, things like you would see at the World's Fairs, inspire creativity. They foster your heart with beauty. They inspire you for love and creativity, and the exact opposite of the communist building of cities in the design and architecture of brutalism. Like New York City to me is brutalism, awful. It's disgusting looking. The buildings, the city, Chicago. Only the old world stuff is beautiful. You don't see, you're never going to see paintings of the city in the future where people are going to be looking at it going, wow, that's so beautiful. Look at the magnificent structures and the things they did. It's not going to be considered art. It's going to be considered brutalism. It's going to be looked at as what never to do again. So anyway, these structures, these buildings, these things we're looking at ancient buildings that were destroyed in some kind of cataclysm.